Hi, this is a demonstration of ONOS G release features in service function chaining. The feature list includes creating a service function chain with firewall and DPI, modify the chain by adding as well as deleting a service function, support proxy for NSH unaware service function, define REST API to display resources in the chain, and display service topology in the ONOS Web UI. This environment we use OpenStack Liberty release in a multi-node deployment, ONOS 1.6 GoldenEye release, and OVS 2.5.90 with the official NSH patch. This is my environment. Like I have two OVS nodes connected to the ONOS, and in the OpenStack Neutron, my ONOS is configured as ML2 plugin so that it will send the resources in the RESTful APIs. So before creating the chain, the packet will directly go from source to destination, and after creating the chain, once the packet reaches the classifier, if it decides, okay, this packet is eligible for service function chaining, then it will put the NSH header to the packet, and then the packet will be forwarded to the first service function. In our case, it is firewall. Once the firewall processes the packet and send it out, it will be forwarded to the second service function. In our case, it is DPI. Once the deep packet inspection process the packet and send it out, since this guy is the last service function, the NSH header will be popped out from the packet and the original packet will be forwarded to the destination. Second scenario is modifying the chain. Like I'm going to insert a parental control service function in the beginning of the chain so that from the classifier the packet will come to the parental control service function first, and then it goes to the firewall, and then it goes to the DPI, and then it goes to the destination. Also, I'm going to delete the parental control service function such that the packet path will resume to the previous service function path, that is firewall and DPI. I'm also going to demonstrate the SFC proxy for NSH unaware service functions. In the current scenario, I'm going to have a DPI which is NSH unaware service function. So to send the packet to the NSH unaware service function, I'll be using a SFC proxy. So the packet received at the SFC proxy will be NSH aware, and it will pop up the NSH header, and proxy will send the packet to NSH unaware DPI service function. Once the DPI process the packet, and it will send the response back to the proxy, so that proxy will send back the packet to the OVS for further forwarding. ONOS starts in this I have defined REST APIs to display the service to display the resources for classifier and forwarded devices. That includes port chain device map and the list of port pair groups and the port pairs from port chain SF map. The last scenario, I'm going to show the ONOS GUI. Here we can see how the SFC path is highlighted in the given network topology. Now I'm going to walk through the demonstration. Currently I have two nodes. This is my environment. Like I have two nodes, controller node and compute node from OpenStack, and I have ONOS with the required features installed and running. You can also see in the ONOS GUI, the base topology is already detected in the ONOS GUI. Here I am going to run a simple client server program. So before creating the chain, the packet will go from directly to the destination. The purpose of this client server program is when I send any message from the client to the server, the same message will be again forwarded to the client from the destination. Now I'm going to create a chain with two service functions. And I'm going to run firewall in my service function 1, and I'm going to run DPI in my service function 2. So now when I send a message, we can see the packet comes to the firewall and then it goes to the DPI and then it goes to the destination. So once the packet is classified for chaining, it will add the NSH header. Also, it will put the NSI value as FF, that means 255. That means the packet with 255 will be received at the first service function. So the firewall program processes the packet and decrement the NSI value before sending the packet out, so that the decremented value will be received at the second service function. We can say NSI value is FE here, that means 254. So once the packet comes out from this deep packet inspection, there is no other service function, so that NSH header will be popped out and the original packet will be sent to the destination. So what is the functionality of a firewall? I can configure something so that for blocking. So I'm configuring my source IP as blocking IP address. So now when I send any message, the packet will be blocked and we cannot see it on the other side. You can see the firewall blocks the packet because the packet is received from the blocked IP address. Now when I remove the configuration, the packet flow continues. You can see the packet continues to flow when I remove the configuration. This other scenario, I'm going to insert a parental control service function in the beginning of my chain. Now my parental control service function is inserted. Now when I send a packet, first the packet will reach at the parental control. We can see NSI value as FF, and then the packet will go to the firewall. We can see the NSI value as FE, and then the packet will be forwarded to the deep packet inspection. You can see the NSI value as FD, and then the original packet will come to the destination. So what is the functionality of a parental control? Because it will drop the packets which has some adult content. So normal packets it will continue to forward, but if I send any message which it can block, that means we can see when I send adult, we can see the packet is blocked at the parental control service function because of the blocked content. Normal packets it will continue to allow, but any packet with blocked content it will drop the packet. Now I'm going to delete the parental control service function from my chain. Now we can see the path. Now we can see the packet is not receiving the parental control service function. First it will come to the firewall and then it goes to the DPI. From the DPI it goes to the destination. The next scenario I'm going to show the proxy. Here I'm going to replace my DPI with NSH unaware DPI and insert a proxy in between so that you can see this behavior now. Here I'm running NSH unaware deep packet inspection service function and a proxy receiver so that this guy will receive the packet and pop the NSH header and send the original packet to the NSH unaware DPI. We'll see this behavior now. When I send a packet, first it is received at the firewall and then it is sent to the proxy receiver. We can see the proxy receiver, the packet received length is 85 and it will pop the NSH header and send it to the SF, so that the packet length we can see the received at deep packet inspection is 47. This is because NSH header that includes outer L2 plus NSH, that's a 14 plus 24 of size 38 bytes will be popped from the packet, and the original packet of length 47 will be sent to the NSH unaware deep packet inspection, so that this guy will process and send the result back to the proxy receiver, so that if it is success, then the proxy receiver will decrement the NSI value and send it out. You can also see here the UDP content, like when I send a message ABC, at the NSH unaware service function also we can see the same content. Now I'm going to show the statistics. For that I'm going to take my port chain ID. When I take the path port chain device map and pass port chain ID as an argument, it will give me the list of classifier devices as well as the list of forwarded devices. And it will also give me the details like what is its ID, the port chain name, how many load balance IDs are available. When I give the path as port chain SF map, it will show me the list of port pair groups. That means I have two port pair groups currently. One is firewall port pair group and another one is deep packet inspection port pair group. And it will also show in a port pair group for a particular given port pair, that is nothing but the service function and its ID as well as its load. Now I'm going to show the ONOS G. Here we can select the SFC list of service function chains. So currently I have only one chain installed, and when I select that and when I select the chain, we can see the SFC path is highlighted. Also we can see the packet path, like from source to SF1 to proxy, and then proxy to the destination. Yep, thank you.